What all went into, I mean, I know obviously the medical side of things of you having to retire, but having to go out and actually like cut that promo. We were in Washington when you retired as well, right? Your mom was in the crowd?
My mom was in the crowd. A couple of my friends were in the crowd. Yeah, it was weird because Vince McMahon had called me on the Saturday. It was a Monday when I came out and gave the speech. He called me on a Saturday and said, "We're not going to clear you. I'd like you to announce your retirement on Monday," because people at that point, it's getting close to WrestleMania. People are wanting me to come back. I'm wanting to come back. Like, let's just get everything out of the way. Don't give them hopes that Daniel Bryan's going to be back, all that kind of stuff. And what better place to do it than in Seattle, where you're from, that sort of thing. And at first I was like, I got to think about it. And then I talked to Brie. Like, they're not going to let me wrestle. I might as well be able to do it in front of my friends and family in the building where my dad last saw me wrestle, which was like very emotional for me. And so, yeah, so it was a really hard day. It was a hard day.
So even leading up to that day, though, like having that conversation with Vince and swallowing that pill of like, I've got to walk away from this right now. Like, what were those conversations you were having with yourself, the conversations you were having with Brie, with your family? Like, what? I can't imagine somebody saying, you can't do this thing you love anymore.
Yeah, so it was hard, but it wasn't as hard as it sounds, and especially with how much I love wrestling, because once I did the speech and I stepped away, I wasn't around wrestling.
Yeah.
So I started, oh, God, but then we had to film Total Bellas. Jesus. Okay, that's the part I forgot.
Yeah.
Okay, so then shortly after this, so I have to give this retirement speech, and then I have to go live in John Cena's house.
Woohoo! Take off your shoes.
Because we're filming Total Bellas. I hate. I don't hate many things. I hate filming reality television.
What do you hate the most about it?
God, all of it. It's just like you're constantly changing clothes on the same day to go film something to pretend like it's a different day. This is supposed to be real. Can't I just wear my same clothes? And they're like, no, you cannot.
Just have a uniform like John, white T-shirt and jeans.
And I also, it was really hard because, you know, like when you're going through something like retiring, this thing that you love gets taken away from you, you'd like to be around friends and family. Brie was on the road full time with wrestling. So so she was leaving on like Fridays, not coming back till Wednesdays. We'd film Wednesday, Thursday. She leaves on Friday. I'm in John Cena's guest house. There's all these rules. I've got the dog. It was just like, I love John, right?
Yeah.
I think John's great, but that's not the ideal thing to be in. And then they manufacture these arguments that sometimes turn into real arguments.
Great.
And then one of the real arguments got real.
Oh, shit.
And then it was like, oh, Jesus, I don't want to be here anymore. So I just left. And, yeah, it was bad. Yeah.
Wait, you and John had an argument?
No. It actually started with me and Nicole having an argument. Because Brie and I had bought this property. We were going to build a house. I wanted it to be a smaller house.
Got it.
Nicole wanted it to be a bigger house. It's not your house. It's my house. Then it got into this thing about, oh gosh, yeah. So this.
Let's roll up our sleeves. Let's get into it.
It got into this thing about deserving stuff, right?
Oh shit.
About deserving this or deserving that or whatever it is. And my opinion on all of it is that none of us deserve these things that we've gotten. For example, like, I'm here, I've met a lot of fantastic wrestlers along the way. who never got to where I was, purely because of luck, good or bad. Good luck on my side, bad luck on their side. When you look at somebody like Nigel McGuinness,
Right.
who in theory, the only reason he wasn't me or more successful because he was honest about tearing his bicep, and I lied about concussions and seizures.
Yeah.
And so that wasn't a thing that I went into the doctor, and when they're asking you these questions, it wasn't like I was thinking like, oh, I gotta lie to him about my concussion thing. They ask, and in that part of your brain that just reacts on instinct, I said, oh no, I'm good. And and his thing was like, well, I gotta tell him about my bicep tear or whatever. And that's the difference between me getting to where I got and then him never having a match in WWE, right?
Yeah.
And so like a lot of that kind of stuff is just luck. And so anyways, when we get back to the deserving stuff, somebody deserving a bigger house, when a bigger house is worse for the planet and all that kind of stuff. And Brie and I had talked, and that didn't even seem to be what she wanted anyways. And then we get into this big thing, and then I was already close to the edge anyways.
Yeah.
And when you talked about being close to the edge, I mean like close to the edge. And so then I just left. Didn't go to Kathy's wedding, which I feel really bad about. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh, it was bad.
Yikes.
Yeah.
How long did it take for you guys to make up? I mean, you and Nicole are really close.
No, I mean, we apologized and had like that day, but it had put me in a mental state where I was. I mean, if there was ever that's the closest I've ever come to like, okay, this is.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Oh my gosh.
With all of it, right? So it's like, so yeah.
It was. I was not ready for the story.
Yeah.
I did not have that written down. It was not a question.
hey, let's talk about the worst day of your life. Can we talk about that?
I do like to get people emotional on the show. That's for sure.
Yeah. I don't get super emotional about it now.
No.
I love my life now.
Yeah, you got a great life.
I got a great life.
Great life, hot wife, cute kids. It's
hot
all working
wife,
out.
cute kids.
Yeah, good career. It's all happening.
Career.